This video was shot at twitch.tv/dmonthhour.
Bothers me that Delara, not a single peep was heard from Charles
It
when
is over.
he seemed like he wanted blood from Delara. And they felled the scene, years of silence, and after ordering the other top hats to keep eyes peeled and ears out for Charles, no one reported anything. He's not even in their government anymore, for one reason or another. All of the endings are canon?
Diamond, no! We can't surrender! Not after they took our bracelet! We must get it back! Come on!
You have a plan then? An idea that will turn the tide? Please, share it. Now, Nil. We are removing ourselves from the game board. We won't interfere any longer. The bracelet is in your hands, as is Brodia's fate. Please, guide the world to peace.
This is the bracelet of the Lonely Heir, without a doubt.
With this, we now have 4 bracelets.
Emblem Veronica dwells within. She has the power to call upon soldiers from other worlds. But she is tainted by evil, the same as Firene's emblem.
Am I with you now?
Yes, Emblem Veronica. But we won't make you fight for us.
I see. I am grateful for the reprieve, but I am also a bit lonely. When I awaken, I hope you will be at my side, even without a contract binding us together.
Don't worry. You'll remain with us during our journey. And someday, we will see you again.
Veronica?
I suppose that settles things. I'm not used to fighting my own battles, let alone winning them.
Yes, fleeing comes more naturally to us all, the Divine Dragon excluded.
There may be some truth to that. Each of us has run away from one thing or another.
What do you mean?
During the war 1,000 years ago, when Sombron burned my village, other mage dragons possessed powerful magic. But that's why Sombron couldn't find me, while my family and friends, all brilliant mages, perished.
I've never fired Emblem, so this Veronica is new to me. She is the mobile game bad guy. Like, she gets cursed by something and she summons a bunch of dark people into the world. And then that's why you get summoned and you have to fight her. And that's kind of like the main storyline. And then they've gone back through and like symbolized each version of the game with it.
Sombron planned to force the mage dragons to fight for him, but we refused to and now I'm the last of my kind.
I used to live in Elusia as a follower of Sombron, but I couldn't act like the others. The Fell Dragon craved pain and blood, and his disciples were only happy. I just couldn't join their fervor, so I faked it. And when I had no choice but to run. Run, or give up my life to the Fell Dragon.
I welcomed Gregory into Lethos. He selflessly rushed to my aid in a vicious...
You say it like I'm some kind of hero. You were surrounded by the corrupted.
And I, as you know, I am only alive because Nell and I fled from...
I have said it before, and I will say it again.
I'm sorry. I know it upsets you when but Nell is much stronger than I am. She could face... So I suppose she is also one who is comfortable taking...
No. I have done as much fleeing as the rest of you.
That's not true. I've never seen you run away.
I fled my responsibility. I should have stopped the royals of the 4 nations from taking their respective breaks.
You were only respecting their wishes. You even said that's what the Divine Dragon...
I said that to mask my fear. I was afraid that my plea would be rejected, that I would lose our... and that I would be forced to fight them in Lethos.
I had no idea.
So I too have fled when I should have made a stand. That knowledge prevented me from leaving the land of Lethos until ours... And because of that, I am perhaps to blame for the current.
Absolutely not.
I agree. Our unknown opponent should carry the blame,
Okay.
not you.
I never would have thought you were running away too, Lady Nell. You always seem... We may be a collection of weaklings, but we're still alive.
The divine dragon was strong. And the
Nell.
All right, that's enough doom and gloom. We're making this... Things are different now. Each of us has proven we can handle ourselves. That is in no small part thanks to you.
It's true.
Yeah, you've been a big...
I am also grateful for your assist, such as it has been thus far.
I should have guessed a qualifier was coming. But I know you mean well, so thank you.
Well, there is still much to be done. Let us...
Where are we going next?
To the Kingdom of Knowledge in the West.
Hey, look, it's Nell, the pride of the brood.
Not only can she transform, but she can also put emblems to sleep. Isn't that right, Nell?
Must be rough for you, though, having that failure for a twin.
Are you talking about Nell?
Oh, is that this failure?
I don't usually bother to remember.
Don't you worry about his weakness rubbing off on you?
We could just get rid of him. Wouldn't be a problem.
All he's doing is holding you back.
Wouldn't you agree now?
What do you say?
You must not be...
What?
I said surely you must not be serious. If you truly intended to kill... I would have to... What? What happened? Was all of this? What have I done?
Called the weak.
Father, forgive me.
There is nothing to... Please continue. I did not mean... I believe you will make us...
Her eye is red.
You.
I told you Brodia would avoid conflict. What more do you need? And why did the guards let you in?
I killed them. Entrusting your safety to them was a grievous lapse in judgment. Now, I would like to know whether the attack on Lithos Castle was your doing.
What are you talking about?
Which country would dare start hostilities? Firene? No. Illusia, surely.
You truly seem to know nothing of the matter. I have no further use for you.
Christ! Oh, Christ! I don't understand. We gave... You had no
I see what's happening.
In fact, I do have a reason, King D. I would not ordinarily come for you by stealth, but I could not ignore this. Now, I must return before dawn. It would not do for the others to become... King Alfred and Princess Saline hardly put up a fight either.
So she has remorse towards something then. Why are you surprised by the twist? Did you not see it coming? Why do you think her and the divine dragon squabble all the time?
You plot and scheme in service of one. Will you fight for their happiness?
This isn't Ivy.
You trust, love, and care for one. Do you wish to make them yours alone?
The country of boulders has crumbled.
Why is this one cycling between each voice?
Wilted.
Let them be. One knows the truth. In this world, there is no mercy. My yearning does not exist here.
Nell! Look around. The wind
Beautiful. The sight of them is rejuvenating, even in the midst of this brutal war.
Let's take some to show the others. We can pick this blue one and that red.
It feels wrong to pick them. Perhaps we should invite the others here instead.
You know, I think you're right. I love how you take care of it.
I am just following your example.
She wants the emblems back in order to revive the other divine dragon.
A dream. Such sentiment no longer becomes me. I must put this foolishness out of mind.
The kingdom of Illusia is certainly chilly.
Yes, and much easier to get into than Brodia.
It was too easy if you ask me. Why were the checkpoints empty? Feels wrong. And kinda scary, if I'm being honest.
It is odd that we've run into so few guards. What
Are you feeling alright? It seems like you haven't been sleeping much. I heard you coming back to camp last night.
It will not affect my performance in battle, and that should be your only concern.
She's in a bad mood.
Just grumpy from not getting enough sleep. I do wonder where she slipped off to last night.
Madeline's due to meet up with us soon. She's been spying on... The plan was for Celestia to bring her from the rendezvous point. Should be here any minute.
He said more, but we didn't listen to it because we had a thought. Yes and no. It seemed like the other divine dragon from this world was keeping her calm or sedated to some degree. So, because that one is dead, I'm unsure of how
I hope your
she
journey
would
wasn't
react.
too arduous. Gregory, you look well. Celestia was just filling me in on all that's occurred. I take it this is our esteemed guest.
I like this Madeline.
Madeline?
Marnie.
Meet the divine dragon from another world.
Incredible. Outward differences aside, it feels as if our leader was brought back to life.
Except for the fact that I'm female and not male, as your world would oppose to be.
I'm at a loss for words.
I understand how you feel, Madeline.
These people
I
must
was moved to tears
have
upon our first
bad
meeting.
eyesight. Yeah, you can continue.
It's all right. Just let it out.
Celestia, I am not going to cry. Would you please stop treating...
Oh, of course.
Divine One, pleased to make your acquaintance. I am Madeline of the Four Winds.
I'll let you
I
know
may
when
be
we
the
come
youngest of
across
our group,
another
but I assure you, I'm no less capable than the others.
twist or whatever.
And I swear to protect you, come what may.
Thank you, Madeline. I appreciate your help.
Glad to be of service.
You were such a snot-nosed little brat when we first met. But I bet Mavier is proud too. Especially since he's the one who recruited you.
I was never snot-nosed. But, of course, I would be delighted to know I've made Mavier proud.
Mavier?
Yes, the other member of the Four Winds and my second in command. Quite a fighter, too.
Is he considered
Mavier
a paladin in
once served
this
as a knight
version
in
too?
Sombron's army. When his superior died, he changed sides.
Her, at the bottom of the text, Nell's, pants are kind of glitching out.
His superior.
Or the fabric's drying over the leg. Okay.
Was that one of your siblings?
It was indeed, though not a sibling we ever met. I recall being surprised to learn that father allowed one of his children to retain a knight.
For that very reason, I initially suspected Mavier of being a spy. I thought perhaps Sombron had tasked him with tracking Nil and me down, but my suspicions proved unfounded. Mavier earned the Divine Dragon's wholehearted trust.
I can't wait to introduce you to him, Divine One. It was Mavier who founded the Four Winds. I would have considered him the top choice as leader, but that role fell to me for some reason.
I bet it's because you're so old.
Excuse me?
Enough. Madeline, please give us your report.
As of yesterday, Elugia Castle has been almost totally vacated. Only a few soldiers remain. The Queen and her royal guard are in Hissad Cathedral, performing a ritual of some...
A ritual?
They intend to revive Sombron.
I'd consider that a safe guess.
I anticipated this might happen. The Elusian people are quite devoted to our father, after all. We went to great lengths to secure the aid of a divine dragon. This response is only logical.
So Charles is no longer in the government. No one is catching wind of him, not to mention that he can overpower her in possible twisted ways.
I would not call it logical to resurrect a corpse.
But they lack our ability to summon help from realms beyond. I must say, I'm conflicted at the thought of seeing Father again.
Now that I think on it, we have not heard from our mysterious enemy since Lethos. Perhaps this ritual has kept them occupied.
On your guard, everyone. Someone on horseback is coming.
Elusian cavalry?
No. Mavir?
Why would
Madeline, you
Mavir-
are unharmed. What a relief. And it appears this area is still secure.
What a surprise, Mavir. We were...
Good to see you, Lord Nil.
What are you doing in Elugia? Your orders were to stay in Solm, gathering intelligence.
I intended to, but the Queen of Solm departed the palace. I was following her and ended up in
So the Queen of Solm is here.
Please forgive my grievous failure in not anticipating this, but Queen Tamara has entered Elugia with bracelet in hand. It is, in effect.
I see. I wonder if this is related to Elugia's ritual in some way. Perhaps the Solmic army intends to storm the church to prevent the resurrection of Sombron.
I do not know if Elugia has yet moved to defend itself, but it is only...
A clash of armies will complicate the matter.
Yes, I can lead the...
Oh, I should probably introduce myself before...
You are the divine dragon from another... I am Mavir, second of the Four Winds.
How casual he is.
I was kind of expecting...
The armies are fighting in front of Hissad Cathedral. The battle has already begun.
This is some interesting art.
We're too late.
Perhaps this is to our benefit. We would be at a disadvantage against either force alone. Let us get to their leaders and reclaim the bracelets while they are
I
distracted.
wonder how Ivy... Part of Ivy is very accentuated, I guess. But alright.
Elugia is commanded by Queen Ivy, and Solm by Queen Tamara. They hold the bracelets of the Strategist and of the Doting Sister, respectively.
Defeating just those two should be achievable.
Are you prepared for this, Divine?
I am.
With your permission, I will head to the cathedral and...
An excellent idea.
Very good.
All right, let's go.
So Mavir is a tactician. That is also one of the first big, like, art splashes, I think, so far in the entire game. Unless I've somehow managed to miss all of the other ones. So none of these 6 can die. Otherwise it's considered a loss. Okay. Holy wow, indeed. Yeah, pull you out, and I... grab you instead, because you technically have the next highest bond. Which is kind of what is saving my butt right now.
Elusia and Solm are in the thick of battle. Let us slip in.
Subunits of the battle are marked in yellow. That's a decent amount of people to actually fight. So you have Lin? Is that? No. The strategist guy that I hardly ever use because he's kind of boring. And then you have, the one lady that I also have, the purple lady that goes with Corin. Camilla. Alright.
Say the word. I will obey.
Ready for anything.
Does no damage.
Anything for you.
I always love hearing that ever so casual ting anytime the enemy is blocked.
I'll do my best.
Okay, Maddie. I don't know how I want to do this.
Whenever you're ready.
I guess I'll bring him out. That way I can
Your
move them
instructions?
around. But
Speak, Divine One.
this is gonna be annoying.
Give me a task.
My best option is to take these two healers and rush Tamara, I guess. While everybody else comes over here for Ivy.
Where to?
Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna put those two over there then.
see we have some uninvited guests. No matter. My reinforcements will annihilate them.
Okay. Oh, I only have 10 uses, right? So I do kind of have to be kind of careful about them.
Looks like Queen Ivy is making a move.
More enemies. Okay.
Only what I deserve.
I'm getting hungry.
Good for you.
Go forth, my sweet, corrupted wyvern.
Why are you down in this corner? Alright, fine. There's there.
No mistakes.
I might have to use heal on that guy there.
If you've come to stop the ritual, don't worry. I'll ensure you find nothing but death here.
Can't move, can't use magic. Cool. Nice. That's probably not a good choice to put you over there.
To the death.
Secondly, I can actually move you guys over here now.
I'm sorry for this setback. I need...
Is that defeat? Doesn't look like it. Okay.
Here until the end. I don't believe it. The Divine Dragon?
You don't get quite how Charles can be worse than Delara, do you? I understand that you can break them in and they can do a bunch of crazy shit, but mostly that's just continuous adrenaline. I mean, he can certainly be worse, I imagine.
I'm sorry. I can't ally with your army or Ivy's. I'm here to take...
How can you talk to me? They must have warped your spirit with one of those dark Illusian rituals. In that case, I'll do the kind thing and put you back to sleep with one quick...
I can't get a healer over there, can I? Barely.
At your service.
Need to be healed before I do anything.
Of course.
Take down that one.
I will obey.
Guess I can...
God damn it. When you break a man, it usually makes them go crazy. God Damn the stupid weapon wheel. Let's get this. Marnie, bring you two over. There, is that gonna be better? There.
I don't believe it. In any case, please. I'm sorry. How can you talk? They must have. In that case. Now, Sombra
There's a time where Charles found out that there was a creep on his sister, so he took care of it personally. Yeah.
I'm here.
I'll take out. Good against
What's
wind.
this? We are much too far from the Solm Desert for a... Are you truly another Ivy? Marvelous. A bit shy on confidence, perhaps, but we'll work on it. Please tell me I don't sound anything like you. And repeating all my father's mistakes as well. I'm going to have to set you straight. Father? You mean that old failure of a king? He had the gall to try to stop the ritual. Even as a sacrificial offering, he wasn't worth much. You slew him. You've destroyed Illusia. Is there even anyone left to call you? You...
I didn't realize there'd be interactions between our world and theirs. Okay. He never told his sister that he had given Adult a DIY version of the electric chair at home because the pictures he has done more behind his sister's back. That's a lot of information there. Alright.
The battle is decided.
Nell, I am on your side.
We are bringing our lord, your father, back to life.
I never asked you to do so.
Lady Nell, a ritual was indeed taking place in the cathedral. The priest surrendered to our forces, and I have dismantled the altar.
Splendid work, Mavier.
That ritual was our last hope for Lucia. I will never forgive you for this. I don't care. Soldiers, if there is any strength left in you, kill that woman!
We risk them regrouping if we draw this out. This is your final warning. Give us the bracelets.
Never! I will never hand over Solm's bracelet. If you want it, you'll have to kill me first.
That is a pity.
Nell.
Avert your eyes, Divine One. Lest this...
What?
Now we see it by this point. Okay.
I always knew you... No!
It said but there's
the
no scream.
bracelets are now out.
How could you? Don't you have any feel?
I did warn you to avert your eye. We are finished here. Let us...
How did we get here?
The others don't seem fazed by this.
Rest well, Emblem Soren, Emblem Camilla.
This world never did interest me much. However, I do wish we were freed from fighting this pointless war.
Is this goodbye already? I had a little more fight in me. Oh well. But next time, I hope we can have a proper chat.
The emblems are safely in slumber.
Nell, our mission was... We said nothing about killing Ivy and Tamara. 2 nations' rulers, dead! What will become of their subject?
I did not kill them. It is impossible to take a life that has already been lost.
What? Explain your...
Those were no harmless little humans. Those were...
What?
The royals we fought in Firenze and Brodia were the same. They're soldiers as well. All of them.
You're saying they were all dead?
So are any other humans still alive? Or is it just us?
The common folk I spoke to during my mission in Firenze. Were they all correct?
We've been fighting a war we had no hope of winning.
Did you know of this as well, Lord Nil?
I had my suspicions, but I was never sure. And they seemed much the same as they always were. Who could have done something like this?
I do not know when they perished, nor when they became corrupted. They did not seem to be aware of their own condition either.
You should have told us.
I thought it would be best to conceal such an unpleasant truth.
Always making decisions for others. Why not at least discuss this with Nil?
You are right. But you come from another world. And you will return to that world when this war is over. I thought to spare you the sight of the corpses of your friends and you should certainly not be expected to kill them with your own hands.
Yes.
I truly did consider confiding in Nil and the Four Winds. I weighed the idea often. But had I told them, it would have only been a matter of time until you bore the same burden. You are just like the divine dragon of this world. You care deeply for your friends.
What? Okay. Yes. Yeah.
Such strong bonds deserve consideration.
So what? You did all this to protect me?
Perhaps I did. Either way, I regret my choice. I hope you can accept my apology.
No. They were your friends, your allies. More than they were mine. You had to watch them die. Not only that, but kill them yourself. And you put yourself through all that just to protect me. Thank you.
No, I still think there's something
I
else.
didn't realize how
Those words.
No.
Do not touch me!
You really hate me, don't
Yes. I hate that I ever laid eyes on you. Would that anyone else had answered our prayer.
Nell, please.
Lord Nell.
It needs to be said.
The divine dragon of this world was more kind than anyone I have ever known. Protective and caring and brave and strong. Accepting of us, despite our fell dragon blood. We admired the flowers together and laughed together. Every farewell was pain, no matter how brief. And if you said you would be coming home, that very day, I had
Nell, I'm sorry.
Why did you have to go and die? I loved you. You promised you would return. We sealed the oath with our fingers interlocked. Your hand was warm. And next I felt it, cold.
So there's the other twist.
Your
All right.
demeanor, your words, your kind spirit. They are all reminders of what I lost.
I've been causing you pain.
It is not your fault. But the more time I spend near you, the closer my feelings come to what they once were.
No,
And
no,
that would be
bad thoughts.
unforgivable, because you are not the one I loved.
So that's why you've been so harsh and distant toward the
I need to clear my head.
Lady Nell, wait!
It is dangerous for Nell to be out there alone. Winds, I will wait here.
Of course, Lord Nell.